الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Brothers and sisters, welcome alhamdulillah to the last session, lesson number 10 of our Tajweed lessons. Inshallah you guys have been benefiting from them. So let's crack on and let's have a quick recap of the rules that we've covered in the past two lessons. So you will recall that in the past two lessons we've been talking about the rules, the ahkam of the characters noon sakin and tanween. Noon sakin, i.e. noon with sukoon, which you can see at the top, or tanween, which we said was dhammatain, kasratain, or a fathatain. So two fathas, two kasras, or two dhammas. And we said that there were four rules of noon sakin and tanween. And in the first two lessons, we covered two of those rules. The two first rules we covered were idhar and idgham. And in the second lesson, we then went on to cover ikhfa and the shortest one, iqlab. So this kind of table diagram is essentially a summary of all of those rules put together. And so we have the first rule we learned here, idhar. We have the letters which come under the rule of idhar. And we have the example of a surah or an ayah, rather, in the Quran, in which we see this rule. So this is the process that one follows when we're trying to figure out the rules. So first thing we do when we see an ayah in the Quran, or we see a noon sakin or a tanween in the Quran, we're going to look at the first letter that follows that noon sakin or that tanween, and we're going to decide which one of these four rules that letter belongs to. Because none of the letters, we said, overlap into any of the rules. They all only belong in one rule each. And so we have here the throat letters. We have ha, ha, hamza, ghain, kha, and ain. All of these belong to the rule of idhar. And so whenever you see a noon sakin or a tanween followed by one of these letters, then we know that the rule which applies to the noon sakin or the tanween is going to be idhar. And we said that idhar means to make something clear. And so this is the process that we followed last lesson. And we're going to just quickly go through those examples again, very briefly. So we have here in Surah Al-Quraysh, الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف. So we look for our first noon sakin, and we look for the letter which follows. Noon sakin here, followed by the letter jim. And we said, and jim is a letter from the rule ikhfa. Jim is a rule from the letter ikhfa. And ikhfa means to hide. What are we going to hide? We're going to hide the noon sakin behind the letter jim. And always remember the ikhfa will always be with ghunna. It will always be with that nasally tone that you hear. So we have min ju'. Min ju'. The next example is the next two words. جوع وآمنهم. جوع وآمنهم. So we have here a tanween followed by the letter waw. And waw is a letter from the rule idgham. And idgham means to merge something. What are we going to merge? We're going to merge the tanween with the letter waw. Are we going to do this with ghunna or without ghunna? We're going to do this with ghunna. And lastly, we have min khawf, min khawf, min khawf. Here we have noon sakin followed by the letter kha. And kha is from the rule idhar. And idhar means to make clear. And so we are going to make the noon sakin clear. Min khawf. And that is essentially what this table is summarizing. All of these rules are summarized in this table. So you have For example, idhar, you have the letters which come under idhar, and you have the example here, for example, صراط الذين أنعمت. So you have your noon sakin here, followed by the letter ayn. And ayn is a letter of idhar, which means to make clear. Today, inshallah, we're going to be covering one final rule. And hopefully with all of these rules that we've been learning, which you'll be surprised to know there is many more in the science of Tajweed, subhanAllah. But from these rules that we've been learning, inshallah, they should help us to really hone in on those mistakes we're making and really start to improve the quality of our recitation. And hopefully, we've been practicing these rules consistently, and from practicing these rules consistently and hopefully reading to someone, we're improving slowly and we're getting better day by day, inshallah. And for every amount of effort we're making, and every day that we put effort in, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, is rewarding us, and may Allah accept it from you guys. Ameen. So, we've talked about the rules of noon sakin and tanween. The character meme sakin, i.e. meme with a sukoon on top of it, also has some rules that apply to it. In fact, there are three rules which apply to meme sakin. 3 rules. They are called idhar shafawi, idgham shafawi, and ikhfa shafawi. So we recognize the words here, idhar, idgham, and ikhfa, because we've just covered them in the rules of noon sakin and tanween. So what about this word that keeps repeating itself? Shafawi, shafawi, and shafawi. What does that mean? Well, we know that the letter meme comes from the lips. And we said, you may remember, that there were 5 articulation points. We said there were 5 points, and one of them was the lips. And in Arabic, the lips was referred to as ash-shafatain. So we said tain at the end was implying that 2 were present, or dual presence. So shafatain means the 2 lips. So shaf would just be the single lip. And so shafawi is referring to the lips, because this is where the letter meme is coming from. Meme comes from the lips, which is why this is called idhar shafawi, idhar of the lips, idgham shafawi, and ikhfa shafawi. In all 3 of these rules, you're utilizing your lips, because that's where the letter meme is coming from. So the first of these rules, which we're going to cover, is called idgham shafawi. And idgham shafawi is made whenever we see a meme sakin and it is followed by the same letter. It is followed by the letter meme. In such a case, we're going to make idgham. And we said idgham means to merge. So when meme sakin is followed by the letter meme, we merge meme sakin and the meme which follows it with ghunna, with the nasally sound. So these 2 memes are going to merge together. Whenever you see a meme sakin and straight after it you see another meme, then these 2 memes are going to merge together, and you're going to hear them being pronounced with ghunna, with this nasally sound that comes from the nasal passage. So we've got 2 examples here. إنها عليهم مؤصدة. إنها عليهم مؤصدة. So we have here meme sakin, and I've made this point before, but I'll make it again. You do not see the character sukoon here, but if you read this word alone in the Quran, of course you wouldn't say alayhima, alayhimu, alayhimi, because clearly there is no fatha, kasra or dhamma. You would read it as alayhim, and therefore you're pronouncing it with sukoon. And so the sukoon is implied here. So it's innaha alayhim mu'sada. Meme sakin followed by the letter meme. Meme sakin followed by the letter meme. And therefore the rule here is idgham shafawi. And so we are going to merge, we are going to do idgham with the meme sakin and the meme that follows it. And we're going to pronounce it with ghunna. So it will be عليهم مؤصدة عليهم مؤصدة. And a very short side point. We talked about idgham previously and we said that we had two categories of idgham. We had idgham with ghunna, with the nasally sound, and we had idgham without ghunna, with no nasally sound. In idgham shafawi, so idgham which applies to meme sakin, there is no without ghunna. There is no idgham without ghunna. There is no idgham shafawi without ghunna. Any idgham shafawi you see is going to always be with ghunna, because there is only one letter in the rule of idgham shafawi, and that is the letter meme. If meme sakin is followed by meme, the rule is idgham shafawi, and it will always be with ghunna. The next example in Surah Al-Masad, وَامْرَأَتُهُ حَمَّالَةَ الْحَطَبِ وَامْرَأَتُهُ حَمَّالَةَ الْحَطَبِ. One more time. حَمَّالَةَ الْحَطَبِ. So we have, interestingly, a meme with shadda. And you may recall already from the rules that we've covered that when you see a noon with a shadda, or any character, any letter with a shadda on top of it, that implies that there are two of that same letter. So we have a meme with shadda, and so there are two memes. The first of those memes is always going to be meme with sukoon. And the second meme will be meme with whatever the harakat, with whatever the tashkil, with whatever the sign is here. In this case, it is fatha. So you're going to have meme sakin plus meme with fatha, which is why this is an example of idgham shafawi, because you have a meme sakin and the letter which follows it is meme again, and therefore the rule is idgham shafawi, and therefore we are going to merge meme sakin with meme. So it becomes حمالة الحطب. So you're going to hold it there. You're going to pronounce it with ghunna, with the nasally sound that comes from your nose. And as I said, you block your nose. I can't even do it. You won't even be able to finish the character, because as soon as you block your nose, there is no air coming out, and so the sound that we call ghunna cannot be made. So it will be حمالة الحطب. And you can see my lips are moving every time because meme is coming from the lips. We said it comes from ash-shafatain, the two lips. The next rule, rule number 2 of meme sakin, is called ikhfa shafawi. And we said that ikhfa means to hide previously. So we hide meme sakin when it is followed by the letter ba. So already you're seeing that these set of rules, 1, 2, and 3, they're probably a lot easier than the last 4 that we covered. Because there's only, in the first 2 rules we've covered, there are only 2 letters in total. So we hide meme sakin when it is followed by the letter ba. And the note here is that we should always pronounce ikhfa with ghunna, as we've already talked about. And therefore, when we hide the meme sakin, we're going to pronounce it with ghunna. So to clarify that, we've got some examples. إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير. إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير. The bottom example. فكذبوه فعقروها فدمدم عليهم ربهم بذنبهم فسواها. ربهم بذنبهم فسواها. So 2 examples we have here. We have meme sakin followed by the letter ba, which is the rule or belongs to the rule ikhfa shafawi. Ikhfa shafawi, which means that we are going to hide this meme and we're going to pronounce it with ghunna, which is why it is rabbahum bihim. How are we hiding it? Because you notice that my mouth is already ready to pronounce the next letter. Rabbahum bihim. Rabbahum bihim. And so this is hiding the meme behind the letter ba. And this is called ikhfa. Ikhfa shafawi. Second example, again, same principle, same word. Rabbahum bidhanbihim. So what you notice is, there is actually two places in which we're going to use meme with ghunna. The second is actually here. And this is a recap. Because now we have a noon sakin. And noon sakin is followed by the letter ba. And ba belongs to the rule iqlab. This is the rules of noon sakin now. Belongs to the rule iqlab. And iqlab means to change. So what will we change? We will change the noon sakin into a meme sakin with ghunna. Which is just like you see here. Meme sakin with ghunna. So once again, ba is the thing that causes the same pronunciation in both cases, whether it's noon sakin or meme sakin. You're still going to pronounce that meme sakin or that noon sakin as a meme sakin with ghunna. I hope this is making sense, inshallah. I know it can be quite difficult to follow, but inshallah with consistency and repeating these videos, inshallah, hopefully we'll get there. So the last rule of the rules of meme sakin, and this rule is called idhar shafawi. Idhar shafawi, and we've said previously that idhar means to make something clear. So we are going to make meme sakin clear when it is followed by the following letters. And all of these letters, these are essentially the rest of the alphabet. Excluding meme and ba, which we've just covered, this is essentially the rest of the alphabet. And so in all other cases where you see a meme sakin in the Quran, and after that meme sakin, you see one of these letters, you will make sure that meme sakin is pronounced clearly. The examples we have in Surah Al-Fil, أَلَمْ يَجْعَلْ كَيْدَهُمْ فِي تَضْلِيلٍ. أَلَمْ يَجْعَلْ. So there's no alam or alam. No. Very clear. Alam. Alam yaj'al. And kaydahum fi. Kaydahum fi. Nice and clear. Again. الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون. الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون. هم عن الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون. صلاتهم ساهون. Once again, we are pronouncing it nice and clearly, guys. So alhamdulillah, that is all of the rules that we're going to be covering in these 10 sessions. And I really hope that inshallah you guys have benefited from them, and you know, anything to do with the Quran, we should be grateful that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us this time to actually spend with the Quran. And you know, may Allah reward you guys for your consistency. Not everyone makes it to the live sessions, but you know, you may be watching on YouTube and catching up. Either way, inshallah, these videos will be available for you online to review your knowledge and to revise or to practice. And you know, make dua, inshallah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I make dua, inshallah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He makes you guys successful. And we make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes us from the people of the Quran who are connected to His book. And we ask that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He gives us the best understanding of His book, and He makes us the strongest in its application. بارك الله فيكم. سبحانك نشهد